What is up, fam? Watering Grass here, and welcome to box number 4 of our Ancient Origins case. I'm here with my very good friend, 8-Bit Bach. We battled him with our first booster box from this case, and now he's here with us for box numero 4.
Hello, everyone. I got completely destroyed on that, by the way.
You did. He did. But that's fine. We got a fourth box. It's actually the fifth box we're going to be opening because we also had that Troll and Toad box. And our pulls have been absolutely incredible so far. This set has been amazing. So we're hoping that we can continue feeling that glossy gloss. Now, here's the thing. We're gonna as we open up the seal to the box. If you don't like hearing me say, I have felt that glossy gloss, if you are specifically here for ultra rares, don't watch, because I'm not going to stop saying I have felt that glossy gloss. It hypes me the hell up, it shows my initial excitement, and a lot of people get hyped by it as well. In my opinion, the glossy gloss does not make anything boring or spoil anything, because, in fact, some of the holos in this set, like the Ancient Trait Gyarados, are better than, let's say, a glossy card, quote unquote, like Ampharos EX, in my opinion. So, you know what? Just because we don't feel the glossy gloss on a specific pack doesn't mean we didn't get something good from it. Your thoughts, Andrew?
I completely agree. Though I don't say it very often in my videos, because just sometimes I don't feel it. I just go through the cards quickly. I don't think it takes away from it at all, and, even if you do think it takes from it away, I can't talk. Even if you do think it takes away from it at all, then obviously this isn't the video for you to watch.
All right, exactly. And I'm not going to be offended if you don't watch specifically for that. I understand. I get your opinion. But you know what? I don't think it matters much. And even if we do pull an ultra rare and we feel the glossy gloss, we still have no idea what that glossy gloss card is. It could be Ampharos EX, or it can be a Mega Tyranitar EX. Like, you just don't know. So, in my opinion, it takes nothing away from the openings. And I'm not going to be the guy to sit here, because let's face it, we all feel the cards for the most part when we get something good, or we all see it peeking out of the side. It's not a secret when we pull something, because we all do the trick, and even if we didn't do the trick, you'd still see it. So, it doesn't take away from anything, because why would I not share that initial excitement of knowing that I got something amazing? And like I said, just because we don't pull an ultra rare from a pack doesn't mean we can't pull something as epic as like that Ancient Trait Gyarados, for example, from the set. But that's just me. If you guys don't like it, don't watch. Simple as that. For those who do watch, obviously, thank you for watching, and I appreciate the support. So, end rant for now.
Yeah, I think that's the last time you should have to actually touch on that subject.
I mean, at the end of this, I might make a separate video, make it the state of a gloss, I don't know, union address or whatever. But we got our first pack here now that we're 3 minutes in, and we're going to open up this shiny Mega Rayquaza pack. And yeah, so if we can get this video up to 300 big beautiful likes, you know I'd appreciate that. Andrew would too, right?
Oh yeah, I definitely appreciate it. It would be pretty glossy of you guys.
That would be nice and glossy. So yeah, let's try and get there. And I appreciate all the love and support. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. See what we get from this first pack of Ancient Origins. Start things off with a Spinarak, Bellerdum, Wooper, a Golurk, Larvesta, Forest of Giant Plants. We got Andrew here. We're going to talk about this card a little bit. It's going to make a lot of cards pretty good. A lot of grass-type cards, which I'm all about. So.
Oh, yeah. It's essentially Broken Time Space, but for grass-type Pokemon specifically. And unless there's an errata, you can evolve as many times as you want. So if you want to play those Vileplume decks, go from Oddish to Gloom to Vileplume in one turn, if you can do it.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy, honestly. And Broken Time Space was exactly as the name suggests. It was pretty broken. That came from the Platinum set back in the day. So
was it Platinum Arceus or just Platinum?
Just Platinum. I believe it was just Platinum.
But yeah, it's definitely...
I could be wrong about that, though. I don't remember exactly.
Yeah, and not that it really matters. It's but like we said, it's specifically for grass-type Pokemon, and it's gonna be a really, really good card.
Yeah, it's awesome, and obviously I love my grass types. So we got Sableye, that Praying Curlia, Magikarp. Now, something about this Magikarp is actually hilarious. We've noticed this before, but he didn't just have a regular splash anymore. Now he has an epic splash.
Ah, yes, the epic splash. It actually does damage.
Yeah, because it's epic. Rare is a Golurk Ancient Trait.
Hey.
Another good card. This is what I'm talking about. Just because we didn't feel glossy in this pack doesn't mean we didn't get something good. This Golurk Rare is very playable. It's a very cool card with Dimension Valley, and you got double type here. It's actually, you can attach Strong Energy to this Golurk for it to hit for 30 more damage because its
20.
ability double type for 20 more damage, right? 30's the muscle band. For that's
No muscle
22,
bands,
right?
20, yes.
I'm losing my mind here. I got gloss on my mind, but double type allows you to be psychic and fighting, and superpower is a pretty good card, so a pretty good attack. So
Oh yeah, definitely. The fact that you can attach Strong Energy, run it with Fighting Stadium,
Yep.
and then run it with the Evolutions, because it is a Stage 1, so you can give it, essentially, if you can fit all 3 Eevees in the deck, which would make it a little too cramped, but if you
could have this
can
thing,
do
you could
it...
have 5 types.
I mean, that's disgusting, and the major thing that you would want to look for is Jolteon for the electric type, so you can take out those Mega Rayquaza decks.
It's a very cool card. Next up, we got a Mega Tyranitar pack. We're only 2 packs in. Obviously, this opening is going to be a little bit slower because we're going to take our time with this box. We had a little bit of a faster opening with box number 3, where we opened an entire box in just under 20 minutes. So
Oh, wow, that's
it was about
really
21 minutes or something like that. So yeah, so this
Nice.
box, we're going to go through it, enjoy it, talk about the cards a little bit since we got my very good friend 8-Bit Buck on the phone.
Oh.
I guess on the Skype. But we got Paint Roller, which is going to be a cool card too.
Splatoon.
Yeah, you pretty much you discard a stadium in play, so you can get rid of those pesky, Burbank cities, or Burbank City gyms, which are going to go away anyway. But whatever stadium, the Sky, what was it?
Skyfield.
Skyfield, right? Or even Giant Plant Forest, and you draw a card, so it's it works out well. We got Gloom, a Flareon reverse,
Very
very
nice.
cool, very cool. And the rare is a Vileplume. We were just talking about Vileplume.
Yes.
We got Item Lock. It seems like whenever they print a Vileplume,
He's annoying.
he's annoying as hell, but I'm very excited to see Vileplume back in the TCG.
Yeah.
Its ability is amazing.
Yeah, it's kind of a reprint, but not really, because back in the day when
It was
the
your
other
opponents. Yeah.
No. I think it was you can't play trainer cards, but as we know back in the day, trainer
Right.
cards were like
Everything.
You could play 2 supporters at once. You could play. Back in the day, it was 2
That was
Professor
the
Oaks and 1
Undaunted days, but that's going to be, 2 Professor Oak's New Theory back in the Heart Gold Soul Silver days. But yeah, it's going to be a really cool card, especially because we got that Giant Plant Forest. If it wasn't Fort of Stadium, it probably wouldn't see play that much, simply because Stage 2s are a pain in the ass to get out in this format. Oh, code card is backwards, but
As always.
yeah.
It's always something with this set, or these
Two,
sets.
3, 1, 2. Andrew, guess what?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Jesse has indeed felt that glossy gloss.
Yes, we did. So let's see what it is from this Bidoof Blessed pack. We'll see what we can get. We got Inkay or Rotom. I think there's like a short print on Rotom because I don't pull too many of them from these boxes. A Hex Maniac, Metang, Reverse Sableye. Can't wait to see Mega Sableye in the TCG. That should be a really awesome card. And let's see what the first glossy card of this box is. It is a Lugia EX.
Oh, very, very nice. That's going to be pretty used as well. It has a lot of, it's very similar to the Mewtwo EX that is going to be going out of rotation in about a week now, I think.
Yeah,
And
very good card. Arrow Ball is awesome.
yeah, you do 20 times the amount of energy attached to both yours and your opponent's active Pokemon. The only downfall is that it doesn't hit for weakness because it is colorless. And but on a brighter side, it is only weak to lightning. And there's not a whole lot of lightning decks played, but that might change. So that could be kind of how do you put it?
A little bit of a hindrance to it, but
Yeah,
the only lightning decks you should see, unless they print something in the next set, is probably Manectric decks. Because Manectric's still a very good card, even without Mega Rayquaza, if it decides not to be in the format, So, but it's still Lugia EX is going to be one of those cards, since it's a colorless, that's splashable in any deck, and it's just a very, very good card.
Yeah.
And it looks
And
badass.
Deep Hurricane is also very good. It's essentially like Wreck on Donphan. It's 4 energy, which is easy for colorless because just double colorless. 80, and if there's a stadium in play, do 70 more damage, then you discard the stadium. I mean, that's 150 damage. I mean,
With
4
the
energy,
muscle band, that's 170. That knocks out quite a few EXs. So.
like a Lugia EX.
Yeah. So anyway, we got an Eevee reverse for this pack, and then a Metagross regular rare. Neither Metagross is really too playable. I would say the Ancient trait is probably a little bit more playable than the regular rare card.
Yeah, probably, but both of them just not
Yeah,
very
they're not
good.
going to see any play.
And it's just very sad that I get that they made him non-holo because they made him a holo in the theme deck, but let's be honest.
They should have made the Ancient trait Metagross a holographic. 1,
Yeah.
2, 3. 1, 2. Oh, we're not too far off here. I'm going to say it this time, okay, Andrew?
Oh.
We have indeed felt that gloss once again. We got an Inkay, a Magikarp, Epic Splash. We got Wooper. We got a Goomy with Stampede. Can't imagine a Stampede of Goomy hurting too much. I could imagine it being a little bit sticky, but Flash Energy,
Love
faded down. Guess it had one of those weekends. That's why it's faded. Next, we got an Ace Trainer Reverse. Sad that we don't see this in full art. Same thing with Tex Maniac, but whatever. Pretty cool card. It's got that you can only use this once or some specific thing, just like Teammates. But let's see what that Glossy card is. It is a Hoopa EX.
Oh, that's awesome because I actually thought Hoopa EX in my head before you said it. So
You used Future Sight or something. That is a beautiful card. Still a card I really, really want to pull in full art. This card might see some play. You never know. Its ability is actually pretty damn good. So, and Hoopa,
Scoundrel Ring.
yeah, I gotta say, Hoopa has grown on me a lot. Like, I really, really, really like Hoopa.
Hoopa's
So-
an awesome legendary. People thought the base form Hoopa was stupid, but I always liked it. And then when it
I thought
got
it was,
the-
it looked mischievous. It looked like what it was supposed to look like. So,
yeah, and then it got the the Hoopa Unbound, and then it was even like more out there. It was crazy because I think that's quite like the most drastic
change
in a form.
Yeah.
Like
All Giratina did was look like a snake afterwards. But
yeah, and then Black Kyurem and White Kyurem just was a
Looked like-
fusion.
yeah, we got Rotom. Reverse Eco Arm. Eco Arm's gonna be a good card. Always
so.
good to put tools back in your deck. Super Rod's being reprinted too, so.
Oh
so
yeah, love Super Rod. Can't wait for that to come back.
Cool to see Eco Arm. When I first saw this card revealed before they translated Bandit Ring, I thought it was Junk Arm coming back, and that would have made the format amazing. Junk Arm was a great card back in the day from Heart Gold Soul Silver Triumph, and it was my favorite cards to use in those Yen Mega Magnezone decks. But anyway, next card, our rare is a Reggie Rock, which is my favorite Reggie of the three. Other obviously not including Regigigas. What is your favorite Reggie, Andrew?
That's a tough one because I have like sentiments towards the Reggies just because when I was playing the original Sapphire and Ruby, doing the puzzles, I'm a big puzzle game guy. If you guys have seen any of my content, I always talk
Stay
about.
tuned for the Banjo-Kazooie co-op we're going to plan.
Oh yeah, definitely. But big fan of platformers and puzzle games and just anything that requires thinking. And I love doing stuff like that. I think one of the more challenging ones was the Regi, so I felt like more of a sense of wow, yeah, like it's like wow, this was kind of difficult to get, as a younger kid, and it felt really rewarding. But I always liked the design of Registeel.
Yeah, it kind of
most.
reminds me of like a UFO kind of deal. They're actually based off of golems, which are in Jewish folklore, so that's something to keep in mind. But anyway, actually, every Hoenn legendary for the most part is based on Jewish folklore. But that's beside, no, I'm serious. Kyogre's a Leviathan. I forgot the rest of them, but whatever. Anyway, we got a Level Ball reverse here. Really cool to see Level Ball back in the format. This is one of my favorite cards from Next Destinies. Really awesome to see back in the format. And the rare itself is another Vileplume, which is okay. It's going to get a double rare. That's one that you definitely want to pull.
Yeah, have you actually noticed? Because at first I was like, all these repeats are kind of ridiculous. But then I thought about it, and then it hit me. There aren't actually that many non-holo rares.
Yeah, there really aren't. There are actually ultra rares make up 25% or something like that, if you include secret rares of this set. So that's something to keep in mind. We got a Baltoy Ancient Trait, Quagsire, Combi. Every time I see Combi, I say it like, when you play basketball and you make a good shot, you go Combi.
We did that perfectly in sync, by the way.
So I always go Combi. A Curlier reverse and a Volcarona Ancient Trait. I know Volcarona was a holo in Bandit Ring, the other one, but I really think they should have switched it up for the English set. That would have looked amazing in holo form.
Yeah, because that's actually not the first time. Because some people would be like, why would this be a holo if it wasn't a holo in the original set? But they have actually done that before. I don't know the card.
Flashfire Heliolisk. It was a holo in Japan and a regular rare in the U.S. So
Yeah, well, they did that for Sylveon, too, because Sylveon got a theme deck.
yeah, but whatever, man. Who cares about theme decks? We had a Golett, Larvesta, the Persian. I just gotta say, I love this artwork on this Persian.
They really have stepped up the artwork. That's
Yeah.
one thing that I'm always a big fan of, because even though I do competitive stuff and I just like opening packs, I'm a big collector and I love artwork, and they really, really are stepping it up. And if you've seen any of the scans for Red Flash and
Yeah,
Blue
the
Impact,
Paris, that card looks, I don't know what he's doing, but it looks amazing. So.
oh yeah, they also have a Bronzor they just revealed, and it
Yeah.
reminds me so much of like 3rd and 4th gen artwork.
Yeah, there's just so much you can do with a Bronzor. But speaking of artwork, this Unknown from this set is actually really cool. I have no idea what they're looking at, but it looks awesome. And it's hard to do that for an Unknown who is essentially just a bunch of floating letters. We got a Lucky Helmet here. Playability of this card is pretty cool, honestly.
Yeah.
You get hit with an attack, you draw 2 cards, and when you can draw power, when you can draw cards from your deck, that's always a good thing. So, pretty good card, Lucky Helmet. We got a Meowth reverse and a Regice. So there you go. We got Regirock and Regice.
Now, one thing that I wanted to say about the Unknown, I did this in the set review as well, because I like to know some of the things about the card. The letters spell out Nanda, which in Japanese can translate either as like what or why, basically asking a question about, you know, situations. Like, you know, if someone says they're like upset, Japanese people would obviously be like Nanda. Or,
Oh, there we
you know,
go,
something
so-
like that. So it doesn't make sense why it says Nanda, but maybe that's.
See, I would have
but-
never
right.
known that if Andrew wasn't on call. So we got a Gloom reverse and a Vespiquen, Ancient Trait. Very cool card. This is another card that you might see some play. Simply for B-Drain and the fact that it can have 2 Pokemon tools attached to it. Plus, you can evolve it first turn, so you hit that hard, that fast. Obviously, 2 Muscle Bands is going to give you 60 damage for 1. Plus, you heal. That's 60 damage, so it's a pretty good card. Vespiquen, Ancient Trait. Very cool to see.
Yeah.
It's just cool to see Pokemon like Vespiquen getting some love. So.
I do think it is very good, but the other Vespiquen is going to see a lot more play. 'Cause
Yeah,
it has the Be Revenge, which is essentially is it just Vengeance for Flareon?
I believe so, I
It's
believe
the
so.
Team Plasma Flareon.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Holy crap.
Ladies and gentlemen,
We haven't put a single holo yet, but we have felt the gloss yet again. You can say this one with me because it's a special kind of gloss. So let's get into it. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we have indeed felt that glossy gloss. But
it is not just any gloss.
It
is that full art
glossy
gloss. We did that almost perfect.
Almost, we'll get it. But we
We'll
get
get it
the
one day.
Spinnerack. What is it? Ariados is gonna be a really good card. Ampharos
Oh, yeah.
Spirit Link. There's that Lucky Helmet. Faded Town reverse. That's not too shabby. But let's see what the first full art of this box is. It is a Mega Ampharos.
Oh my
EX.
lord! Seriously?
Okay, this is a really cool card. Obviously, it looks awesome. But this is my 4th Mega Ampharos
Oh.
EX.
That's kind of funny because Professor K over at the Pokemon Evolutionaries has
Very
got
cool.
like 3 or 4 Ampharos full arts, so I think it's actually kind of funny.
That's pretty awesome, but it's still cool full art, obviously, Paul. Nice to see Ampharos getting the love it deserves. Gotta say that the Ampharos EX, the regular one, looks ridiculously similar to Ampharos Prime from Heart Gold Soul Silver base set. Like, they almost look like twins. But we got a Gumi to start this pack off. Whooper, Spinnerack, Quagsire. I'm hoping we can pull an Ariados soon so we can tell you about that card. We got a Flareon. There's that Forest of Giant Plants again. Bellossom. A reverse Oddish. We got a reverse Oddish, reverse Gloom. Maybe we'll get a reverse Vileplume too. And the rare is a Virizion holo. So there's our first holo of the box, and that's pretty awesome right there. I can't tell what's flying in the sky. It looks like a bunch of Staravia and Wingull and all sorts of flying type Pokemon. But when I first saw this Virizion, I thought its first attack was called Ball Out.
Fall out.
Like he's going to courts and just,
Oh, I was thinking something else.
No, I wasn't thinking about that, but this might be a this could be a good card to actually come back in a game with. If you want to, if you spend some time setting up, like for example with Giant Plant Forest, you spend some time setting up Mega Venusaur EX because that might see some play because of Giant Plant Forest. Obviously, you're gonna probably be behind on prizes. So what you can do is you can bail out and put 2 Pokemon from your discard pile back into your hand, and then you can hit really hard for 120 damage for 2 grass energies with prize count, as long as you have more prize cards left in your opponent. So this might be a pretty decent card in those decks where you know you're going to be behind most of the game. So pretty cool card. Like I said, you don't really know until things are worked into the format. There are some cards that you know are going to be good, like the Lugia EX, obviously, because it's just splashable and everything. And then there's some cards where it has a lot of potential, and sometimes they flounder, and sometimes they do amazingly. So,
yeah. Now, one thing that I did want to mention, since you've got so many of those Mega Ampharos, I've noticed that when people... I've noticed that a lot of people, when they get like boxes, like multiple boxes from one source, they usually get a lot of the same cards. Like, for instance, for myself, I've got so many Mega Tyranitar, and
that's not a bad problem to have.
Yeah, it's definitely not a bad problem. But like I said, like for you, it's been Mega Ampharos full art. Professor K is Ampharos full art. Mine's Mega Tyranitar.
To be fair, 2 of the Mega Ampharos EX full arts did come from loose packs that had nothing to do with this case. So.
Well, that's true.
Rotom. A Flash Energy reverse. Flash Energy, it's okay. I mean, I don't think, honestly, it's going to see a lot of play in Mega Manectric decks because, one, you don't see a lot of fighting types, even with strong energy around, simply because they just don't hit hard enough. Lucario EX is probably the best one out there right now, and you don't even...
I disagree.
Why? What do you think? For this set?
Mm-hmm.
We're not going to talk. There's a really good one in this set, so if we pull it, we'll talk about it. If we pull the Ariados, we'll talk about it. But right now, pre-Ancient Origins, Lucario is probably the best fighting type.
Yeah.
And you're not going to see it often. But so Mega Manectric can pretty much run freely, but still pretty cool. And a Goodra Hollow. You love Goodra, don't you?
No.
You've pulled this hollow like a million times, haven't you?
I think I have about 37.
I love this card. I love the fact that you can see Goomy and Sliggoo in the back.
I'm pretty sure one of my booster boxes had 37 Goodra. I got 2 Goodra, 1 pack, and then the rest of the packs had a Goodra Hollow.
Oh, yeah, that's it. In fact, your reverse hollow was also Goodra, too, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. Actually, no, that's one of the only reverse hollows that I'm actually missing.
That is actually kind of hilarious.
Yeah.
So there is the code card.
But
1, 2, 3,
like
1, 2.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, indeed. We have indeed felt that glossy gloss.
But is it...
No, it's that regular glossy gloss, but I'm still stoked. I'm excited to see what it is. Got Eevee, Bellossom.
I'm moderately excited.
I think I see it in the background.
Can I make a guess?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm going to guess Kyurem.
No.
Oh, well,
No.
dang it.
But we got that Vespiquen with Be Revenge. Attack
Nice.
does 10 damage for each Pokemon in your discard pile, 20 plus. So pretty cool. That's a good reverse to get. And let's see what it is. See if I'm right. Yes, I am. I had a hunch. Sceptile EX.
My next guess was Mega Sceptile, so I was...
Very cool, very cool, very cool. I definitely want to see this in full art form as well as the Mega Sceptile EX full art. Again,
It's beautiful, by the way.
yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful card. The whole set is awesome. It's definitely my favorite set since X and Y Furious Fist. It's another card that's gonna see play. That's for damn sure because Mega Sceptile EX is pretty good. So
Yeah, I actually don't think that Mega Sceptile would be
I
too
think we
bad.
might be going back to back here. I think
Back to back? What are we, Drake right about
yes,
now?
we are. We're going back to back. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that glossy gloss is back to back. Back to back glossy gloss. I am still Combi, Oddish, Eevee, Lysander reprint, cool to see that. Sableye, Level Ball, Reverse is a Sliggoo, and Tyranitar EX.
Oh, not bad.
What happened? Okay. We're just gonna re-record because my camera stops recording at 25 minutes instead of 10 minutes, so press the record button again. There we go. So anyway, Tyranitar EX. Oh, that is awesome. I freaking love this card. I love the artwork. I love how they all look like they're coming out of holes, too. Did you notice that?
Yeah. They're all coming out of Hoopa's rings.
Yeah, it's really, really cool. Awesome, awesome card. Obviously, Mega Tyranitar is going to be a very, very good card.
Oh, yeah.
So it's good to have Tyranitar EX. It's a very nice box so far. We're doing really well. We still got a ton of packs to go to. Next up, we got the Shiny Mega Rayquaza, hoping that maybe we can pull a shiny secret rare from here, because yes, they are secret rares, ladies and gentlemen. It's confirmed by Pokemon.
That
You
they are
can't-
secret rares.
First of all, it should just be common sense. You can't make cards like that and not make them secret rares, okay?
Yeah, especially Gold Border. I mean, Gold Border has always been known for secret
Exactly.
rares. You can't just not call them secret rares. They just happen to be a part of the set, like the opposite of secret rares, but
Right.
you can't
But-
deny that they are.
Yeah, especially because it's been confirmed by Pokemon themselves. If you go into the Elite Trainer box and get the player's guide, they are labeled very clearly as secret rares. There's that Metagross Ancient Trait. Very cool card. Too bad it's not a holo, but they are definitely secret rares, so. And there are 2 normal secret rares, I guess you could say, in the set too, an Energy Retrieval and Trainer's Mail.
Yeah, Trainer's Mail being the more expensive of the 2, but Energy Retrieval is actually surprisingly going for decent prices. It's not as cheap as the Weakness Policy secret rare. Why? Dear
Because-
God.
I don't know, especially the set right after it was released too.
No,
but-
the set that it was released in. It was in Primal
Ace
Clash.
Trainer, that Persian, and Entei Ancient Trait. This is what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
that's a beautiful card right
You
there.
don't have to feel the gloss for it to be an exciting pull. That is an amazing card right there. Look at the artwork on this. I'm telling you, man, Pokemon, the artwork on these cards in these last few sets have been abs. I am admittedly not a huge fan of Roaring Skies, but I will admit that a lot of the artwork is really cool. But
Yeah.
Ancient Origins blows any X and Y set, including my personal favorite, and it's still my personal favorite, including Furious Fist. So
That must have been hard for you to say.
it was hard to say because Karina Bay, but
Well, how about that new Skyla Bay?
oh my lord, I don't even want to talk about it. I might get a nose. But 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Yeah, I will be collecting an unhealthy amount of those. So anyway, we got that Unknown. Very cool. A Beldum, Goomy, Inkay out. The only I will admit this is probably one of the only artworks I'm about, like this Inkay right
The
here.
Inkay? You don't like the Inkay that much?
I like every part of it except the black blobs coming out of it. I seriously thought they were like rotten cauliflower for a minute.
Oh, it's ink. It's spitting cute ink.
I have to say, cards like
Swans.
this Porygon 2 and the Oddish with the black outline that make it pop, I'm a big fan of those. We got Sliggoo, Tyranitar Spirit Link, there's Porygon 2 Reverse, and the rare is a Regice. That's our first duplicate of the box, isn't it?
No. You got a Vileplume twice.
Oh, you're right. All right. Well, at least we got that Water and Grass collection, even though Regice is technically an Ice type, but that's fine.
Yeah.
Next up,
I
we
mean,
got...
it's right in his name, by the way.
Yeah, I know. But next up, we got a shiny Primal Groudon pack. Maybe we'll pull a shiny Primal Groudon.
Ooh.
Yeah, that'll be my third one if we do that. We got a Wooper.
Not that it's
Look,
bad.
got to say that I think this Golurk is absolutely hilarious. I have no idea why Gligar is there. I have no idea what's going on in this card, but you just have Golurk standing there like a good little soldier, saluting a Gligar for some reason. I just don't understand it. but
No,
it's
he
awesome.
reminds me of like a magical girl. He reminds me of like Sailor Moon just doing his stance there.
I just don't know what it's doing, but it's really cool. Vespiquen, Reverse Sceptile Spirit Link, and a Registeel. Very nice. And now we got all the Regis from this box. Obviously, other than Regigigas, which was printed in Phantom Forces, so not going to see it in this set. Next up, we got the Shiny Mega Rayquaza. I really
Regigigas
like...
confirmed.
Yeah,
EX.
Regigigas EX confirmed for the next set. Is Palkia EX been confirmed yet? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2.
Well, it's only like in that like Palkia EX Golduck break thing that's coming out. I want to say October in Japan, so they'll probably put it in our
Late.
English set.
Very nice.
Either that or we'll get it as like a promo probably.
I kind of hope that they make it really playable. Anyway, we got
Oh yeah.
Tyranitar. Because Palkia is one of my it is my favorite legendary.
Yeah, I was gonna stop you on your own
It's my
sentence. Be like,
favorite legendary Pokemon. And the last one, it wasn't bad, but in the format that we have, it just wasn't playable. So, see what this card is in this pack. Got a Baltoy, Wooper, Goomy, Beldum, Unknown. I really want to pull another Combee. Dangerous Energy,
Combee.
Curlia, Quagsire. Can I just say how content this Quagsire looks?
I love that Quagsire. He's so
He just-
derpy. He's just putting mud on his head.
like,
He's fantastic.
Like we had Derpachu and now we have Derpasire. Rare is a Registeel again. Okay.
Another duplicate close to home.
That's one thing. Because there aren't a lot of rares in this set, you are going to get a lot of duplicate rares.
Yeah, which isn't extremely bad.
No. It's a good thing. We're not complaining about the fact that it has more holos and ultra rares than it does rare cards, but
Yeah.
you know. So we got an unknown.
That's why the polls have been so fantastic.
Goomy, Epic Splashing Magikarp, Spinarak. We haven't pulled an Ariados yet, I don't think. Whimsicott, Tyranitar, Spirit Link, Gloom. Reverse is a Vaporeon. Very nice artwork. I'm trying to tell what that is next to it. Like, what is that arm? I know there's a Mantine in there.
The Vaporeon?
Yeah, like to the left of it, there's like, it looks like a limb to something.
I'll look that up while you read that next card.
I don't know what it is, but there's a Mantine in between it. And the rare itself is another Metagross Ancient Trait.
To the right or left?
Left, to the left, where Mantine is. Like that thing. Is that like a formation, or is that a part of a Pokemon?
That's just like some rock formation thing.
Doesn't it look like a limb to something?
Yeah, it kind of looks like some sort of robot.
I thought it was a
arm.
Kabutops. I thought it was a Kabutops limb, to be honest.
But no, it looks like to just be like some sort of.
Call me!
Looks like to be just some sort of rock formation. By the way, Vaporeon.
There's Ariados.
Oh, nice. So Ariados. Excluding grass Pokemon, you poison both the both active Pokemon. So
Right.
if you're running a grass deck, you don't poison yourself, but you poison your opponent's active Pokemon, and that's just every turn.
And you might be thinking, well, why the hell would you want to poison yourself? That's not a good idea. It's actually a fantastic idea because it pairs up very nicely with a card known as Machamp EX, which is also from this set. It has an attack called, what's it called? Crazy Hammer or something like that?
I think didn't they rename it Steaming Mad?
No, Steam Man is the first.
Yeah. I think it's still Crazy Hammer then. For 2 fighting a colorless, it does 80 plus damage if this Pokemon is affected by a special condition. It does 80 more damage, then you remove all special conditions from your
Right, so in other words, Machamp is not going to take any poison damage, and you're going to be hitting for 160 without any strong energy or muscle band attached to it. You add the 10 damage from poison to it, 30 if there's a Verbank City Gym, which is going out of play anyway, so let's just say 10 damage. That's 170 damage without a muscle band or a strong energy attached to it. Machamp can hit for up to 250 damage. There is nothing in the format, not even Wailord, that's going to be able to take that in one shot. So,
yeah, and I have heard from a few people that it's kind of slow to set up. But the thing is,
energy recycling, that's a good card.
I'm just thinking people aren't doing it correctly, to be honest. Like, I mean,
Yeah,
there are plenty of cards that, people just need to figure out how to make it work. No one ever thought Wailord would be the main Pokemon in a national championship, and it took second place, you know what I mean? So this, I think, and 3 energy is not that bad compared to all of the other
It's really
costs.
not bad, and it's not like you can't get them. You have cards like Karina in the format, which can help you with those fighting decks. So 2, 3, 1, 2. It's time, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
You have indeed felt that glossy gloss.
Hell yeah, we did, but it's not just any.
Oh, is that full art
gloss?
gloss?
Yeah, damn right it is. We have already got Unknown, Beldum,
I'm
Goofy,
before Machamp EX full art.
Ampharos, Spirit Lake, that'd be amazing. Vespa Queen, Lysander reprint, very cool. Blossom Reverse, and nope, but it's a pretty awesome one.
Ooh, what is it?
Sceptile EX full art.
Oh, that is a beautiful card.
This is the first one I've pulled of this card. That is fantastic. This is a beautiful, beautiful card. Look at this. It looks amazing.
Well, I can't look at it right now.
Well, yeah, well, you know what it looks like. I'm talking to everyone else, Andrew. Okay.
Well, I'm sorry.
You can hear yourself when you watch it on my channel. But awesome pull right there. That is fantastic.
Don't watch your videos.
Fair enough. But anyway, we got Shiny Mega Rayquay next. So we're doing very, very well.
By the
Now,
way, how many packs left do you have?
A lot.
Oh, really?
Yeah. This one, the one we have right now, and then what's that? 11 more packs left, it seems like. So
Oh, wow.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Are you serious?
Back-to-back gloss?
We're going back to back again.
But is it that back-to-back full art?
It's that back-to-back full art. Galler, Spinarak, and Gloss.
I'm going to say Hoopa EX. I'm saying
Persian,
Hoopa.
Sliggoo, Tyranitar, Spirit Link. Well, I just totally knocked down a few commons and uncommons.
Well, they don't.
Got Bellossom, Reverse Metang, and let's see what this back-to-back glossy card is. It is a... You were right!
Was I?
EX full art.
Well, now people can complain that I ruined it because I have foresight.
Oh, you ass. You called 2 different cards, I think. Oh, that is awesome. This is another card I wanted so badly. Look how badass this card looks.
Oh,
Look
it is amazing.
This is a beautiful. I'm so happy to have pulled this. You have no idea.
One thing I've noticed about the Sceptile EX and Hoopa EX full arts, they're a lot darker in person.
Yeah. Well, Sceptile EX, not so much, but Hoopa EX definitely. Oh, that is awesome. Back to back, and we still got 10 more packs to go. That is crazy.
Nice.
We did open up a box on Lumio Station. By the time you guys have seen this video, it should be up on Lumio Station because it should be going up like next week. The Lumios box should go up on Tuesday. And I'll probably have this box up maybe Tuesday, maybe the same day. We'll find out. But
Maybe.
or I might expedite it and upload it. I don't know. We got a routes. We got a Magikarp.
It's really hard to choose.
But we open up whether we're in the future or the past, we open up a box on Lumio Station in which we pulled 16 hollows or better.
Which
the
is
average,
unheard of.
The average is 12. 16 is unheard of.
I mean, like, the thing is, 12 is the most common, and very rarely you'll get 11
Lucky
or
Helmet
13.
Reverse. NK Rare. Very nice.
You'll get 11 and 13
Once in a while, you'll see a box with 11 hollows or better. And when we say hollows or better, we mean hollows, ultra rare, secret rare,
like just in total the best pulls of the
Right.
box, excluding Vileplume and Golurk. We're talking about
not regular rares. We're talking about things that sparkle.
right, exactly. And 11 happens a little too often.
Yeah, to Andrew.
Yes, to me specifically. But 13 is happens just as
it's
often.
rare. 13 is rare, but it happens. So
Yeah, but 16 that doesn't happen. That's the thing.
It was crazy. I counted at the end, and I was like, "Am I counting this right?" Rare is a Gyarados. Very nice.
Because when you're going through the boxes, unless you're like separating them real well, you don't really have a good count of.
Exactly. You're not paying attention to what you're pulling really, in terms of numbers. You're paying attention to what the pulls are. So.
Yeah. Oh man, it is so steamy in my room. It is,
Oh, baby.
I'm
Call
getting
me.
steaming mad.
Meowth, Oddish, Malamar. It's sad they made Malamar and Golurk as regular commons. Energy Recycler. We didn't
It's
get a chance
actually
to talk about this.
strange.
Yeah, we didn't get a chance to talk about Energy Recycler. Yeah, it went from having an EX to being nothing. But we didn't get a chance to talk about Energy Recycler yet. Obviously, when you're shuffling 5 basic energy cards from your Disco Bio into your deck, you're doing a very, very good thing. So
Now, does it say energy or basic energy?
It just says basic. It says basic energy. So
okay, yeah, that's unfortunate because
Whimsicott and a Golurk Ancient Trade again. Very
very
nice.
nice.
Good double to get, definitely.
now with Lysander's Trump card being banned, they need to find a way to be able to get special energy back out of the discard, even if it's only even if it's a supporter. See, this is what sucked about Steven. When they first announced Steven, they mistranslated.
Oh my God! Are you kidding me?
Full art gloss.
No, regular gloss, but
But still, it's a gloss.
Oh my
Still
God,
gloss.
the glossy gloss. We got Larvesta, Malamar, Combi, Quagsire. I skipped the card. It was a Meowth. Tyranitar, Spirit Link, Gloom, Hexmaniac, Reverse Energy Recycler, okay. And the rare is Lugia. Did we pull a Lugia EX?
Yep, you sure did.
We just got another one.
Yeah, but it's not a bad one to pull another one up.
Oh, I'm perfectly fine with pulling 2 Lugia EX. That is
Wow.
actually incredible. That is awesome. Very, very nice card to pull doubles off. And we still got 6 more packs to go. And before we have another 16 hollows or better.
Oh wow, that would be pretty crazy. But
Or we pull a secret rare. That'd be pretty sweet. 1, 2,
yeah, it
3.
would be pretty
1, 2.
sweet. I weep at night. The CM Punk.
Okay. Baltoy, Hooper, Faded Town, Whimsicott, Paint Roller, Reverse Baltoy, and a Gyarados Ancient Trait Hollow.
Very
Holy
nice.
crap, this box is insane. This is what I'm talking about. This card looks so much better than some of the EXs in the set. And that's not a bash on the EX cards. This card is amazing. I didn't feel the gloss. Like, come on. Like, that is awesome right there. Now, I pointed out earlier on Twitter, I did in a few of my box openings too, that the Shining Gyarados from Neo Revelation has a very similar artwork to the Gyarados from Ancient Origins. And
About to eat a sandwich.
I'm wondering if it's the same Fisherman. So we got 4 more packs to go. Actually, 5 more packs. Holy crap.
Holy shit!
Holy
crap!
1, 2, 3, 1, 2.
I hate mushrooms.
Me too, bro. Combi. Relic Camp. You're not going to be able to say Combi without saying Combi anymore. We got Eevee, Porygon,
Probably not.
Sableye, Flash Energy. Where's Batman Energy? We got Sliggoo, Regice Reverse, and Entei. Very cool. Always nice to get 2 rares in one pack.
Two
Next
rares,
one pack. Always nice. So we got Shiny Mega Ray Quaquay next. Maybe we'll pull the Shiny Mega Ray Quaquay and just make this. It'll trump even the box that I pulled.
I'm
Does
gonna
it-
call some gloss. I'm calling gloss even if it's hollow gloss.
Yeah, Hollow Gloss is a thing, so we'll find out. We got a Baltoy. Now, I gotta say, even though it's a Baltoy and this card is absolute ass, that card is beautiful.
Oh, the ancient trait.
Yeah. Golett, Eevee, Quagsire, Vaporeon, Lysandre, a Ariados, reverse of Forest of Giant Plants, not a bad reverse to get, and the rare is a Porygon Z, not the ancient trait, but still.
Well, that's still actually a pretty decent card. It's 1 energy attack. I forget what it is.
This all special energy attached to your opponent's Pokemon, so, and it's called Cyber Crush, so it's a very good card.
Oh
So
yeah,
not-
definitely.
It'd definitely be annoying. The thing is, again, it's a stage 2, and it doesn't have Giant Plant Forest, so.
Yeah, but
1, 2,
Wally
3.
is a thing.
1, 2. Yeah, Wally is a thing. So is Rare Candy.
Yeah.
But we got a Baltoy, a Wooper, Ralts, Magikarp, and my camera battery is flashing at me. We got Golett, Ariados, Energy Recycler, Whimsicott, a Spinnerack Reverse, and a Regice. Very cool.
Nice.
Very cool. Very
More
cool.
like Reggie. Nice.
Ah. All right, we got 2 more packs to go.
I cried before I go to sleep.
We got 2 more packs to go. A Hoopa Unbound and a Shiny Primal Groudon pack. We're going to go with the Shiny Primal Groudon pack first, since Hoopa is the mascot of the set. Hoping that maybe, just maybe, we can feel one more bit of Glossy Gloss in this box. But even if we don't, we really cannot ask for more. So,
Definitely
1, 2,
not.
3, 1, 2. Don't know about this, but we still might pull a very, very awesome holo like we've been saying. We got a Quagsire, that funny-ass Golurk, Ralts, Oddish, Inkay, a Porygon 2, Rotom, Lucky Helmet, reverse is a Gumi. What I did notice about the reverses is it makes the artwork on the card themselves darker, the reverse.
Oh yeah, like the Derpichu from Roaring Skies was like almost looked
It's a
shiny.
Vileplume, so 3rd Vileplume of the box, but
Oh,
I'm
wow.
not complaining about that.
That's pretty crazy. I've never seen 3 reverse, or not reverse rares, but 3 non-hollow rares.
We just pulled 2 Lugia EX from the same box.
So anything's possible.
Anything is possible. Last pack, will we feel glossy? Ooh, I don't know, but we will find out in a moment. We got an Oddish, Inkay, Golurk, maybe we'll pull a 4th Vileplume, Porygon, Relicanth, Lucky Helmet,
I love
Vespiquen,
Vileplume EX.
Flash Energy, reverse is a Ralts. It's another card that got really dark when it became reverse, and the rare is a Volcarona Ancient Trait. So nothing too exciting in the last pack, but we did have quite the haul. Let's just organize everything real quick and hope that my camera battery doesn't die while we do that. We again pulled more EXs than we did Ultra Hollow, so
You gotta love that.
I gotta love these pulls though. These pulls though, fam.
Isn't that right, Brooklyn?
We have another 8 ultra rare box.
Oh,
1,
wow.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. I see you, big doge.
I see me
And-
hating my own life.
And we got 4 hollows, so very, very nice. 4 beautiful hollows, definitely. Virizion, Gudra, Gyarados, and Entei. But we're going to show you a quick recap right now. There's the Virizion hollow. Very nice. Oh, Jesus Christ. I almost knocked down the entire pile and cried. We got a Gudra,
Dang it, Jesse.
an Entei Ancient Trait hollow. That beautiful, beautiful Gyarados Ancient Trait hollow. Then we got 8 ultra rares, including 2 Lugia EX. That is ridiculous. That's in all the best ways possible, of course. Then we got Sceptile EX, which we actually technically got 2 of 2 because he pulled it in full art form. We got Tyranitar. Oh, God. Oh, the camera battery died. All right, bear with me for one moment. There's going to be like 3 cuts in this video, but that's fine.
Yeah, it's no problem.
All right, now we're back. 1, 2, 3. Record again. So anyway, I guess it wasn't my battery, but I wasn't paying attention. My battery was dying though. I guess the memory card went full before the battery. Anyway, we got Sceptile EX, Tyranitar EX, which is one of my favorite EXs of the set, definitely. Then we got a Hoopa EX, which is the only one not coming out of its own holes. Giggity.
Cool.
Then we got the Hoopa EX full art with Andrew, so gracefully called.
Yeah, you're welcome.
The Sceptile EX full art, and then of course the first full art of the box, Mega Ampharos EX. So another 8 ultra rare box. That's pretty crazy considering the highest number, with the exception of a few other boxes, including one of mine, is usually 7. So the fact that we got another 8 is absolutely crazy. Awesome pulls from this box. And like I said, we're feeling glossy. Can't believe we got 2 Lugia EX again. So
I actually got 2 of a lot of things if you're including the full arts. 2
yeah, we got
2 Hoopa, 2 Lugia.
Yeah, 2 Lugia regular EXs. Technically, we got 2 Sceptile EXs, 1 regular, 1 full art, as he was saying, and same thing with Hoopa EX. So anyway, awesome box. Like this case has been amazing. Every box has been absolutely phenomenal. Hoping that those last 2 boxes have some secret rares in them. So anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Obviously, 300 likes is the goal. Let's try and get there. I was happy to have 8-Bit Buck here with me.
Thank you. I was happy to be here to provide some excellent co-commentary, if I do say so myself.
So definitely go check out his channel. He has a bunch of Ancient Origins openings as well.
Oh, man.
He's also my Pokemon card breakdown buddy and just my buddy in general. So definitely go check out his channel. You will not be disappointed. Get him to 1,000 subscribers. He's very, very close. So
we're on the road there now.
The road to 1K. That was
on the
years
road
ago.
to
Holy
1K.
crap, I feel old. But awesome pulls. Thank you all so much for watching. I love this Hoopa EX full art. And yeah, Bidoof definitely blessed this box with the Glossy Gloss. I'm Watering Grass.
And I'm 8-Bit Buck.
And we are out. Later. Peace.